Hello to everyone. In this video, let us discuss variation of atomic radii. That means here variation of atomic radius in a group, in a period, and in transition elements, and also in inner transition elements. So let us see here. First, already we know the definition of atomic radius. The distance between center of the nucleus to outermost orbit of electron cloud is known as which one? That atomic radius. And now let us see here how the atomic radius will show the variation in a group and in a period like that. So first let us go for variation of atomic radius in a group. So let us see here in a group what happens atomic radius. So let us consider first a group elements, hydrogen configuration 1s1 and lithium configuration 2s1, sodium outer configuration 3s1, potassium outer shell configuration 4s1, like that. That means here in a group from top to bottom, as atomic number increases in each and every element, the differentiating electron enters a new orbit. So in hydrogen, differentiating electron entered first orbit. In lithium, entered second orbit. In sodium, differentiating electron entered third orbit. In potassium, differentiating electron entered fourth orbit. Like that here, as we are going down, as atomic number increases, the differentiating electron every time enters a new orbit. So what happens here? Number of orbits increases. Here only one orbit, here two orbits, here three orbits, like that. From top to bottom, number of orbits increases. So what happens here? Atomic radius and atomic size increases from top to bottom in every group, because in each and every element differentiating electron enters a new orbit. So this is the variation of atomic radius in a group. Now let us see variation of atomic radius in a period. So in a period, what happens atomic radius from left to right? Let us see. So we have to consider second group, because second period, because in first period only two elements are there. So let us go for the second period. So second period means here lithium atomic number 3, beryllium 4, boron atomic number 5, carbon atomic number 6, then nitrogen atomic number 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9, neon atomic number 10. Let us see the configurations also. Lithium configuration, helium is the inert gas, and by taking that as a basis, remaining we have to write the configuration. So helium 2s1, and this is helium 2s2, and here helium 2s2 2p1, like that 2s2 2p2, like that we have to write. For fluorine 2s2 2p5, for neon helium 2s2 2p6. So these are the configurations. Of course helium we have to write in front of this configuration, helium. So in all the cases we have to write helium. So we have to observe here one thing, from lithium to the last element, even for neon also, the differentiating electron entered the same orbit. See here 2s1, of course subshell is different but orbit number is same. Here also in second orbit, here also in second orbit, here also in second orbit, here also in second orbit. That means in a period from left to right, differentiating electron enters the same orbit. That means one thing is confirmed here, there is no chance of increasing atomic size. because number of orbits is same. But one important thing here, as atomic number 3, in this lithium nucleus, 3 number of protons are present. But in the case of course, leave the neon for some time, come to fluorine. In the case of fluorine, 9 protons are present. Here also 2 orbits, here also 2 orbits. And that means from the nucleus, distance of outer orbit remained same. But in case of lithium, 3 number of protons, but in case of fluorine, 9 number of protons. That means from left to right in a period, nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge means number of protons present in the nucleus. As the number of neutrons increases, now the nuclear attraction on outer orbit increases. So here distance is same, but here 9 protons are present. So here this fluorine is having high nuclear charge comparatively with lithium. So now what happens? The attraction of nucleus on outer orbit is stronger in case of fluorine. So that outer orbital electrons come closer to the nucleus. So when they are coming closer to the nucleus, what happens here? Atomic size decreases. So that means here from left to right in a period, what happens? Atomic size means decreases. But that is from which one here? First A group to up to 7th A group only we have to tell. But thereafter what happens means atomic size suddenly increases. So from 7th A group element to 0 group element, the observed atomic size, you may observe that there is increase in atomic size. So why happen like this means, already we discussed in our previous video. For 0 group elements, we have to calculate van der Waals radius, because they do not participate in covalent bonds now. So we have to calculate van der Waals radius. But up to fluorine we are calculating which one? Of course for remaining either crystal radius, and up to for fluorine we have to calculate covalent radius. And van der Waals radius is 40% greater than covalent radius. So for this reason, up to 7th A group in a period, atomic radius decreases, but there is a sudden increase in atomic radius from 7th A to 0 group. So how the questions we get in competitive exams? See here, they give the question like this: what are the atomic radii values for fluorine and neon in the following? They give the question like this: what are the atomic radii values for fluorine and neon in the given below? So they give the options here. First option, consider any some atomic radii here: 0.8 angstroms, 0.8 angstroms. Second option, 0.8 angstroms and 1 angstrom. Third option, 1 angstrom and 0.8 angstroms, like this. So of course if you don't know the exact value also, no need to worry about that exact value, but we have to use the logic here. What is the logic? Comparatively with fluorine, neon atomic radius should be greater, because for neon we have to calculate van der Waals radius, but for fluorine we are calculating covalent radius. So that means fluorine and neon they have given here respectively. So with respectively we have to see fluorine should have least atomic radius, neon should have the highest atomic radius. In that given 4 options, only one option they give like that. That means here check, first option both are same, so it is not correct. Third option, fluorine they have given in large size, so this is also not correct. So according to our knowledge, neon should more in size comparatively with fluorine. So second option is correct. So like that we have to give the answers. For example, if the same question they have given, what are the atomic radii of neon and fluorine in the given below? Now first neon is given, then fluorine is given. That means first atomic radius should be larger than second atomic radius. Therefore, which option may be correct means now third option. So like that we have to give the answer for such type of question. So in a period, so totally what is happening here means in a period from left to right, atomic size decreases. So what is the reason means from left to right, electron enters the same orbit but nuclear charge increases. So that is the reason for the decrease in atomic radii in a period from left to right. Okay, then let us go for which one now? Transition elements and inner transition elements. So we have to compare the three series, that means representative elements, transition elements and inner transition elements. What happens atomic radius in these three type of elements? So first let us see in a transition series or in transition elements. So what happens atomic radii in transition elements from left to right? Let us see here. So in case of transition elements, if you consider any 3D series, what are the 3D series elements here? Scandium, atomic number 21, its configuration argon 4s2 3d1. If you go like that, the final element in 3D series, the last element is zinc, its atomic number 30, configuration argon 4s2 3d10. So here one thing we have to confirm first. What is that? Here also orbit number 4 only and here also orbit number 4 only. That means here electrons first entering into which one means n minus 1 d subshell, not any outer orbit or not into any new orbit. The differentiating electron entered into which one here? N minus 1 d subshell. So electrons are entered inner orbital or inner orbit. So now first one thing, there is no chance of increasing atomic size. Of course, in a period we know that atomic size decreases. But here our question is whether this decrease in atomic radius from left to right in case of transition elements is as it is like representative elements or more than in representative elements, or there is a slight decrease in these elements. That means we have to calculate now this decrease in atomic size is greater than representative elements or than that observed lighter than observed in which one? Representative elements. So we have to see that. So one thing we have to confirm, from left to right in transition elements there is a slight decrease in atomic radius. So not a gradual decrease or not a sudden decrease, a slight decrease in atomic radius from left to right in case of transition elements. That means comparatively with representative elements decrease, here a slight decrease in atomic radius from left to right. So why it happened like this means, let us see what is the reason for that. So here if you consider this scandium, total 4 orbits are present. In the outer orbit 2 electrons are there, 4s2. But in 3D level, in 3D subshell, only 1 electron is there. Here these are 21 protons attracting outer orbit electrons. In case of zinc also, total 4 orbits are present. In outer orbit here also 2 electrons are there. But in third subshell, 3D subshell or third orbit, total 10 electrons are present. Total 10 electrons are present like this. Of course, here 30 protons are attracting the outer orbit. So, but what happened here? As atomic number increases, in each and every new element, differentiating electron entered inner d orbital. So for that, what happens here? From scandium to zinc, screening effect increases. So what is the screening effect here? The inner orbital electrons screen the nuclear attraction reaching the outer orbit. Here only one electron screening the nuclear attraction to reach the outer orbit. So here there is a less screening effect. But in this case, total 10 electrons are screening the nuclear attraction to reach the outer orbit. Of course, here nuclear charge increased, but at the same time screening effect also increased. That means here the total increased nuclear charge may not directly reach the outer orbit. So that is meant by which one? Effective nuclear charge. So due to the increased inner orbital electrons, the effective nuclear charge on outer electrons decreases. Not that much expected, somewhat less. So that's why only there is a slight decrease in atomic radius from which one left to right. So if you want to know clear explanation for this, one simple example. Let this the football court. Now here one goalkeeper is there, only one goalkeeper. Now some ex player kicking the ball from this end into the goal. So now as only one goalkeeper is there, now the probability of reaching this ball into the goal is more and more, because only one goalkeeper is try to stop this ball entering that goal, entering into that post. But here only one person is there, means this ball reaching into that which one here, that post is having more probability. But that means like in the case of scandium, only one electron is there. That means nuclear attraction reaches outer orbit to a greater extent. But like in case of zinc, if 10 member of goalkeepers are present like this, now this player is kicked the ball from the ground floor only. Now we can say that the probability of reaching the ball into that post is very less, because total 10 goalkeepers are screening that ball to reach the post. So like that here, as the number of goalkeepers increases, the probability of the ball reaching into that place decreases. In the similar way, as the inner orbital electrons increases, the nuclear attraction, effective nuclear attraction on outer orbit decreases. So there is a slight decrease in atomic radius, not gradual decrease or not sudden decrease. So final conclusion is here. In transition elements from left to right, atomic radius decreases slightly due to the greater screening effect of which one? D subshell or d orbitals. Okay, now let us see in inner transition elements. So in inner transition elements, what happens? This atomic radius from left to right. So now consider that any one inner transition series. Let us go for lanthanide elements, lanthanides. So in case of lanthanides, the first element is cerium 58. So in this, the configuration we can write xenon, and of course finally 5d1. Of course 6s2 also we have to write here, xenon 6s2, 5d1, 4f1. And here lutetium 71 means the configuration xenon 6s2, 5d1, 4f14. So here in case of cerium, only one electron present in 4f orbital. That means in inner orbital only one electron. Of course 5d also having one, but this is not considered here because here also 5d is having 1, 6s is having 2. So no need to consider those 6s and 5d orbital electrons. Concentrate on 4f subshell. So in case of cerium, 4f subshell is having only one electron, but in case of lutetium, 4f subshell is having 14 electrons. So as compared with d subshell, here more number of electrons present in which one? Inner orbital. So one may expect that in case of lanthanide elements, there is a more screening effect than in case of transition elements. But that is false, that is wrong. In case of inner transition elements, there is a poor screening effect. Sir, how, why that 14 electrons are there now? Why it is poor screening effect? You may get the doubts. And a simple explanation. So in case of d orbital like this, all the 10 electrons present, but they are present in a regular order. So the reaching this ball into goal is having less probability. Of course, in case of F subshell, 14 electrons are present, but those 14 electrons are present in order way, zigzag way. That means, of course, 14 electrons are there, but what is the use? Because this is having poor screening effect. They are not having a regular geometry. So if any player kick this ball into goal post means having more probability to reach into that post. So that means due to the poor screening effect, these f orbital, even though 14 electrons are there, they do not screen nuclear attraction reaching the outer orbit. So there is a sudden decrease in atomic radii of lanthanide elements from left to right. So that sudden decrease in atomic radii in lanthanide elements from left to right is known as lanthanide contraction. And what is the reason? Means this is due to the poor screening effect of which one? That f orbitals. Okay, this is regarding which one here? Variation of atomic radii in which one? In a period, in a group, and in transition and in inner transition elements. Okay, this is regarding variation of atomic radii in a period, in a group. Okay, in our next video, let us discuss ionic radii. That means cationic and anionic radius. What is the difference from neutral atom? Okay, right. Bye.